Hey, here's what is really going on. 45,000, under 50,000 are dead, and it has a 99.7% success rate. When I ride my motorcycle, there is a 0.3% chance I will die. So, if you're mad about the pandemic, you should be mad about motorcycles, and we should ban them. Too dangerous. And 45,000 people is not a big number. It's not a big deal. Sorry. In fact, when it's happened many times in the past, and when it happens, it barely makes the news. You just go, oh shit, I'm glad I'm not 85 or 650 pounds. Anyway, let's talk to John Lott, because I know when I say facts like this, you think that I'm a douche. John, are you there, sir?
I am. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you? Now, we've been avoiding Corona facts just because our viewers are inundated with them. Everyone in the world's inundated with them. But I'm going to break my fast just for a reality check, because you're our numbers guy. What do you think the real death toll is?
I don't know, but I think it's something well below the 86 or 87,000 that we have right now. My own guess is it's probably something around 40,000. I mean, it would be better to be zero. Nobody wants to have it be 40,000 or whatever. But just give you some perspective. If you look over the last decade, the worst flu season we've had 60,000 deaths. If you go back to the 1968, 69 year, you had over 100,000 flu-related deaths. Obviously, the population of the United States was much lower than it is right now.
And we went and had, that summer, we had Woodstock, 69.
Yeah, I mean, it was a seasonal flu, so it pretty much disappeared by the time you get around to midsummer there in August. But sure, I mean, it's... it's now, would this have been worse if people hadn't practiced social distancing and things like that? Sure, but one of the things that people don't seem to understand is this wasn't meant as a way to go and stop the virus. It was to go and spread it out over time. The same number of people would eventually go and get it. It's just a question of how quickly they would get it and whether or not you could prevent by spreading it out, keep it from overwhelming the healthcare system that you have. But the reason why I'm on is the piece that I had with one of the governors for the American College of Pathology is how we count these things right now, because I think that they've tremendously exaggerated the number of deaths. It's bizarre that people even take some of these numbers seriously. For example, if somebody dies and they test positive for the virus, even if they're asymptomatic, it's counted as a coronavirus death. If you have somebody who commits suicide or died in a car accident and their body's tested for the coronavirus and it turns out that it's positive, they're counted as a coronavirus death. Under no normal circumstances would that be the case. But on top of that, you look at someplace like New York, where a third of the deaths that are counted as coronavirus deaths are bodies that did not test positive for the virus. Now, are some of those false negatives? Yeah, a few of them are, but you don't have that many false negatives that occur. And it's just they look at people, they say, do you have certain symptoms, right? But the thing is, these symptoms are fairly similar to the symptoms that people have for the flu. Yeah. And so somebody can have the flu, test negative and people die, as we were just saying, from the flu, test negative for the coronavirus, and they classify it as being the coronavirus there.
Yeah, they say COVID-like symptoms, but the net of symptoms includes shortness of breath, lack of taste, sense of taste, numb toes. I mean, there's a million different things that they link to this. So it's almost impossible not to get a COVID reaction. Are they doing this, do you think, to get more money?
Well, I mean, there's a number of doctors that have gone out and publicly made statements about how they have felt pressured by hospitals and others to go and classify things as coronavirus because doctors and hospitals get paid more if it is classified as the coronavirus. We have government payments have created all sorts of weird, perverse incentives over time. I mean, if you pay people more for unemployment insurance, more people become unemployed, and they become unemployed for longer periods of time.
Right.
I mean, we see that right now with the huge payments being made for unemployment insurance. It's just, there's so many other areas. When air traffic controllers got paid more for being classified as disabled, you had a huge increase in the number of air traffic controllers who claimed to be disabled. A lot of people may convince themselves that they really deserve the money, but if you give people more money, if you pay people $600 more a week for being unemployed, and so they get paid even more for being unemployed than they would for working, a lot of people are going to say that they're unemployed, and they're going to go and resist going and taking another job if you try to hire them back.
Fleck
is... The same thing is true here. You pay people more for classifying something as the coronavirus, and you're going to have hospital administrators who are going to put pressure on doctors because a lot of these things are vague. You're just going through the fact that they're classifying these things based on symptoms. And a doctor can say, I just think this is the regular flu that's going around here right now. The hospital administrator will put pressure on them to classify it as the coronavirus.
Fleck has had a doctor on his show who said that when he prescribes hydroxychloroquine, whatever it's called, when he prescribes that, he inevitably gets a call from the drugstore questioning his recommendation, asking him why they did it, asking him what his reasoning was. He goes, I've been a doctor for 30 years. No one's ever called me from a pharmacy and said, why are you prescribing this? And he said, it's because it's politicized and it's seen as the Trump drug, and they don't want it to work.
Well, I mean, you've had a number of governors, Whitmire in Michigan, the governor in Nevada, who have threatened to take away doctors' and pharmacists' licenses if they go and prescribe that drug to patients. And, as you say, when have you seen that type of thing before? Now, eventually, because of massive political pressure, they caved in on that. But the notion that they would go and try to pick out a drug that doctors will prescribe. I mean, aren't these the people who say, with regard to abortion, it's a woman's body and it's a decision between the doctor and the patient? But somehow when it comes to the coronavirus, and of course many other places, they don't trust the judgment of the doctor in that case for political reasons, as you were just saying.
We're running out of time here, but what do you think the survival rate is for this, the true survival rate? Because the left is saying 94, but I think it's much higher.
Well, I mean, the best way to look at this, I think, is we had closed systems where everybody's been tested. The early data on that was from cruise ships, and you can obviously people are relatively older on cruise ships, and so you have to adjust for that in the numbers. But it looked like it was about 0.3% was the mortality rate, so 99.7% survival rate from that. And I think that type of estimate's held up pretty well.
I ride a motorcycle pretty regularly, and this is not statistical or mathematically accurate, but in my gut, as I'm driving, I feel like I have a 99.7% chance of surviving.
Well, as I've watched motorcycles race by me going much faster on the highway than I'm doing, I think it may be a little bit lower than that sometimes. But, look, I mean, people take risks in daily life all the time. Well, all I can say is there have been times in the past where, in my lifetime, where we've had relatively high death rates from the flu. In 1968, I was 10 years old. And I don't remember, and obviously we had a much smaller population in the United States. And I don't remember schools being shut down. I don't remember people being afraid to go to the grocery store or anything else. It just, was pretty much just regular life.
It wasn't in the news. When we had avian flu, it wasn't really in the news. You'd hear your great aunt talk about it, but there was no coverage. There was no masks. We're seeing a real surge in sort of communist mentality here. A lot of these Karens are excited to put on a mask and tell other men what to do.
Well, look, I have no problem with people trying to be safe on this type of thing.
I do.
But I think people take it to extremes, and I think not trusting individuals to make rational decisions is a real mistake, and just shutting everything down and not leaving it up to people themselves to be able to go and decide. I do blame the media in many ways for over-exaggerating this. You look at the maps all the time. The maps are in total deaths rather than per capita rates. And that makes the United States look much worse than, let's say, countries in Europe, even though the death rates in Western European countries is much higher than it is in the United States. I mean, okay, so Belgium, Spain, Italy, these are much smaller countries than the United States. I mean, you have a country of 40 million people, and you want to compare it to a country of 330 million people. Well, guess what? Even if our mortality rate is much lower, we're still likely to have a lot more deaths.
Of course, yeah.
And so you got to put this in terms of per capita rates. But the media, I have to believe, know for sure that they should put it in per capita rates, but they can make the United States look relatively worse by putting it in terms of just total deaths. And they jump all over Trump when he made a statement at one time about the number of vaccinations we have in the United States being much greater than other countries. All the media say, "Oh, you got to put this in terms of per capita rates."
Right.
And now we're doing extremely well in terms of per capita rates of tests, but they still put things in terms of total numbers. You go and pull up Fox News, and on the front page there, it's total deaths by the United States, total deaths for the world, rather than per capita rates.
I think the greatest trick the devil ever played was eradicating the concept of disproportionate from the Western psyche. Now we have Muslim terrorists are just as bad as white nationalists, and they are sending their best. We don't have a problem with illegals. You're not allowed to notice patterns anymore. It's the death of mass, and you are the anecdote.
Well, it's pretty simple math, just addition and division and stuff like that. So we're not talking about calculus or anything like that involved in the discussions here.
All right, John. Well, thanks for clarifying and breathing some sanity into this this ridiculous mess that the media has put us in.
Well, I'm glad you're there, Gavin. It's great to talk to you again. It's been too long.
Cheers, John. Have a good one.
All right, take care.
'Cause the DJ was asleep.